We are back, and I am here with Alan Mast. Alan is a sophomore at Purdue. What are you studying there?
Animal agribusiness.
Animal agribusiness? Tell us about it.
I guess it's a combination of animal production and ag econ, so it gives me an opportunity to do several things in the animal science.
So that kind of goes with your cattle project. He is with the Cattle Project, which is an outreach program that helps provide beef for Kokomo Urban Outreach. Tell us a little bit about that. When did that get started?
It started in 2008 after a summer service project that we had with Kokomo Urban Outreach.
So you're just a sophomore in high school then?
Yes. Yep. And after working there, I saw that one of the main things they didn't have was meat, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to raise cattle and donate meat.
So tell us about, you raise the cattle yourself? Do you help raise that?
Yes. Well, now that I'm at Purdue, my dad actually does the daily feeding, but I help with like getting the hay and all the main things that go on, and then he takes care of the daily tasks. But when I'm home, I'm still the one feeding them.
Okay, how many cows do you have at once?
Right now we have 3, and so far to this date we've donated 9, so total it would be 12 that we're planning to donate, and we're planning to buy more in the spring, so we'll hopefully keep continuing what we're doing.
Did you have any experience with agriculture when you started this? Were you in 4-H or anything like that in high school?
I was in 4-H 8 years, and I showed hogs actually, so switch out a little bit. But in high school, I worked on a dairy farm for 4 years.
Oh yeah, so you know all about that.
Yep.
Okay, so how many cows have you donated so far?
So far we've donated 9 cows.
9 cows? How much does each cow feed?
Each cow feeds approximately 4,000 to 5,000 meals.
That's a lot. Yeah,
Yep.
and you donate 2 cows every 6 months, is that right?
Yeah, that's about the pace that we're on.
Okay, that's a lot of cows.
Yep.
Why did you think it was so important?
Well, meat it has essential amino acids, which I learned in biology, and can help keep people healthy, and the kids that receive it, they don't have regular meals all the time, so I think it's a good opportunity to feed some of the kids in the community that might not have food otherwise.
Okay, and these meals, they have Sundays, right? Sundays at 6 p.m.?
Yep, Sundays, and then days that the kids are out of school, so they would probably have a meal tonight, I would guess.
Okay, so yeah, if they have meat today, and then that makes them bright and sharp on Monday morning for school.
Right.
So that's good. That's really good. And you started this when you were a sophomore in high school?
Yep.
Who helped you out with this? Who did you go to?
The first person I talked to was my youth pastor, Sarah Schlegel, and she kind of helped me getting support with the church. And then after that, the youth group, we all rallied together and helped get the barn and everything set up, and then took off from there.
Okay, tell us about your first 2 cows that you raised.
Actually, the first 2, we raised them all the way through, and they were getting ready to go to be butchered, and one actually got struck by lightning, so that was kind of a strange experience. But
that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful.
We bought another one, so we still had 2 to donate, so it turned out to be all right.
Okay, that's great. And tell us about the chili supper that's coming up.
This Saturday, we're having a chili supper at Howard Miami Church, which is my church, at 5 to 7, and that is at the corner of 600 North and 700 East in the countryside. Okay. So on the county line of Howard and Miami.
And where do the proceeds go for that?
All of the proceeds will go to buying cows or hay or grain, just getting the cows to be butcher weight so we can donate the meat.
Okay, so yeah, you guys should definitely go to this chili project. It helps fund the Cattle Project, which is super important. Tell us about why it's so important.
Well, I think it's important to help the community around here, and this is just a good way to do that. Sometimes you give money to other things like out of the country, but you know that this is helping your community, and I think that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after that. We are back with Alan Mast, who is with the Cattle Project, which is a program that helps provide beef for Kokomo Urban Outreach. You are a sophomore at Purdue, correct?
Yep.
Studying agribusiness. What are your plans after you graduate?
Well, actually, I'd like to continue the Cattle Project and maybe make it a nonprofit organization, which I would head up. Not sure exactly what I have in mind, but I'd like to make it so we could buy maybe some farm ground and maybe be able to support the cows so we wouldn't have to buy anything and we could grow our own food. And
so you want to try to spread it outside the community as well?
Yeah, I would actually like to make it, maybe go to Indianapolis and even Chicago if it got that big.
That would be great.
Yep.
So each cow feeds 4,000 to 5,000 people?
Yeah, well, meals. It goes into
yeah.
like hamburger, so lasagna or chili or whatever.
Okay, and you have donated 9 cows so far over the last, how many years has it been?
4 years, I think.
4 years? It started in 2008 when
Yes.
you were a sophomore.
Yep.
So that was a big leap to make as a sophomore.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that? How long did it take for you to come up with that after you?
Well, I'd worked on a dairy farm, like I said, so I had experience with cows, so I just thought of a way that I could maybe help give meat, and since I had experience with cows, I thought that that would be a good idea.
That is a really good idea. And a chili supper is coming up, and all the proceeds from that go to your cattle project.
Yes.
Tell us about when it is.
It is next Saturday, January 26th, from 5 to 7 at Howard Miami Church, which is on the corner of 600 North and 700 East.
Can people just donate if they want to?
Yes, it's a free will donation.
Okay.
And you could get into contact with Sarah Schlegel at Howard Miami, and if you just wanted to donate, if you were unable to come to the chili supper, you could donate that way too.
Okay, and so give us the phone number that we can reach at if we want to donate or anything like that.
It is 765-395-7509.
Okay, so if you guys want to donate, feel free to do that. All the proceeds will go to the Cattle Project, which, as we talked about, helps provide beef to Kokomo Urban Outreach, which is great. It's really important. So, and make sure you guys come out this Saturday to the chili supper. All the proceeds from that go to the Cattle Project. And thank you for coming in today. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in. We'll be back right after this.